the information we have is on some of the targets. Balakot, the target was hit between 3:45 a.m. and 3:53 this morning, 24 kilometers northwest of Muzaffarabad. We hit likely locations, joint training camps of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Hizbul Mujahideen. We are told that launch pads may have been emptied out, but the terror training camps were not. These may have been struck. The targets in Muzaffarabad were struck between 3:48 and 3:55 a.m. The targets in Chakoti were struck between 3:58 a.m. and 4:04 a.m. So between 3:45 a.m. and 4:04 a.m. is when all of these operations may have been conducted. I use the word may not because we doubt the operations having been conducted, but because the details of the timings right now, that's single-sourced information at this juncture.
Right, Vishnu, so that's important detail that you're getting, that basically in about a 20-minute period, 3 terror camps have been hit. One, you said, is in Balakot, which, as we said, is in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and then 2 others in Chakoti and Muzaffarabad, which are in POK, and that these are joint training camps of the 3 main terror groups which operate on the Indian side of the border, the LET, the JM and the Hizbul Mujahideen. All of this being conducted in just a short span of 20 minutes. Right, Vishnu? That's the broad summary of what the information you're getting so far.
Srinivasan Omar Abdullah has just tweeted now. It's an interesting tweet. He says, if this is Balakot in KPK, yes, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, it's a major incursion and significant strike by IAF planes. However, if it's in Balakot in the Poonch sector along the line of control, it's a largely symbolic strike because at this time of the year, forward launch pads and militant camps are empty and non-functional. Let's just go straight across to NDTV's Akhilesh Sharma, who joins us. Akhilesh, go ahead. What are you hearing?
No, the Cabinet Committee on Security meeting is on right now at the Prime Minister's residence. This meeting has been called earlier this morning, and the photo has been released, and we can see smiling faces of all the ministers present there. The senior ministers are there. Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is there. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, Minister for External Affairs Sushma Swaraj is there, and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval is there, and the Prime Minister is chairing the Cabinet Committee on Security meeting. And this picture, if you contrast it with the CCS picture released on a day after when the Pulwama attack took place, that time the faces of like they were very serious. But in this picture, we can see the smiling faces. So it shows that how the strike has been successful. Although we have been waiting for the operational details, we have been told by our sources that after this Cabinet Committee on Security meeting, the armed forces will release official statement giving details of exact targets and how the operation was successful. But the details which we have so far, which you have been telling to the viewers, that earlier in the morning at around 3:30, a dozen Mirage aircraft they took place and they struck against specific targets. Those were terrorist training camps in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and Indian Air Force has struck those specific targets and have destroyed them completely.